Spencer Lewis here for InsideTrackNews.com. Round number 4 of the APC Challenge Series at Delaware Speedway. Out post-race with our feature number 2 winner, all smiles tonight, Hollywood Darrell Lake. Darrell, it was like a tale of 2 races for you tonight because you started off the evening frustrated as anything. Walk me through what happened in time trials and in post-race technical or post-qualifying technical inspection.
We definitely missed on the setup for qualifying, so I was pushing real bad, and it didn't end up mattering because we were too low in tech, unfortunately. We put on some new rubber, so I think it just dropped that left side a little bit too much. But and then I don't know what happened. It took a few years off the end of my life with all the smoke. The rear seal and the tranny ended up going away from us, so we were just smoking up a storm, and I could barely see. But screw it, man. You just have to keep on going.
So right from there, it looked as though this night probably was not going to end up in your favor, and somehow you ended up turning it around. Feature race number 2, I mean, you didn't waste any time whatsoever making your way to the front and holding down that position through a number of late race charges from a couple of pretty capable guys out here at Delaware.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Verhoeven, got to give him credit, man. He came through in the clutch. He gave us a rear seal, so I really got to thank Verhoeven for coming through on that, and we were able to get that replaced, and he was working his sack off out there, and trying to get that done. But yeah, I mean, luckily it started at the very back of the first one. I'd already kind of passed all the guys I needed to pass, and so I knew their weaknesses already. So it was pretty easy to make some quick work of it, and the car was handling pretty well tonight. So I do what I needed to do, and then those late race cautions, well, I mean, you just try and restart at a different spot every time and do what you can do.
I mean, you pushed that car incredibly hard in that second feature, and it stood up for you. I was, as an unbiased observer, I was thinking there was no way that you were going to have enough to hold on for the win after how hard you were pushing it. Did you know that you were going to have the equipment to be there on lap number 25?
It was kind of it was very mixed feelings out there on the towards the end. I was getting a little bit of a vibration because the bushing, I think, is worn from the seal going in the first one. So I was getting the vibration. So I was trying to push it hard enough that the race would be done sooner without pushing it too hard that I was being hard on equipment. So it was a fine line I was playing with, but luckily we held together and we got the job done. So
now you're a longtime Delaware Speedway representative, and I mean you've been here throughout the years of negotiating, trying to bring Flamborough and Delaware together. Now that we've got it, the quality of racing so far, from an announcer's perspective, has been incredible. What's your opinion of the APC Challenge Series so far?
It's definitely got a lot of potential. We need to do some work on these starting lineups. I really don't like what happens in the second feature every single time with starting some of the further back guys at the front. It just leads to a bad situation every single time. I mean, we've proven it 4 for 4 now. We cannot get through a race clean with them starting up front. I don't know. They need to look at inverting only top 10 to 12, but once they do that, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape for that series. It's shaping up to be some really good racing.
I mean, the Delaware Speedway Superstock Weekly Division is the best in the province. You throw in the Flamborough veterans out here, I mean, it's top-tier competition every time you guys unload.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that have unloaded with a lot of speed at the start of this year. It's been surprising. So we've been mostly playing catch-up, and week 2 we hit it nice, and then I went out and screwed it up in Flamborough and hit the wall. So just driving like an idiot, and it cost us. So we've been chasing and chasing. We put new rubber on, and it really helped tonight.
Well, if you were chasing it, you caught it tonight, my friend. Big feature win in the back half of the twin 25s. I know it's not possible with everybody without everybody behind the scenes. Thank the folks that made this possible.
Absolutely. I got to thank London Drive Systems. They really come through and helped me out. It's just a ton. And Custom Fluid Power comes on board every year, and they're just so supportive. And this year, Strick Boltonelli and Mona's also civil and structural engineers. They came through and helped us out right towards the end of the year, and I think they're going to be excited for next year. So it's going to shape up to be a really good year, and just all the guys and all their hard work. It really is impossible without them.
And if you guys are watching this interview and haven't checked out Darrell's grassroots racing videos, you need to. Did you get some good footage tonight? I'm sure you did.
I hope I did. Some of the cameras weren't really working the way I wanted to, so it's hard to be playing producer and racer in the car at the same time.
Now, people want to check it out. If they want to see your past work, how can they do that?
Absolutely. Just go to Lake Radio, Lake D77 here, and I put it up on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So anywhere you want to go, just search this, and you'll find it on Lake D77 on YouTube, everywhere, man.
There you go, folks. Young drivers out there, if you're looking to how to maximize social media use and market yourself, shoot this dude a message, because Darrell Lake wrote the book on it. Awesome run tonight. I mean, best luck through the back half of 2014. We'll definitely check in with you before the weather gets cold.
All right, thanks, bud.
There you go, folks. Hollywood Darrell Lake here, round number 4 of the APC Challenge.